And we are live.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Raven, thank you for that 16-month resub. I blame the Blood Mage. I mean, that's probably a good notion to have. Mainly because of what the Blood Mage did last episode. I'm sorry as I rattle everyone's ears. I need caffeine. Not much I can do.
How dare you?
How dare, exactly. This is only the first offense against you guys tonight. But how you guys been? Fox, Zorro, I tortured you guys. Well, I don't know if I tortured you per se.
No, not
last
really.
night.
You just made us sad.
I seem to be an expert at that. I either invoke rage or sadness.
It's true.
And put an immense amount of pressure on all of us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no pressure.
Yeah, there was definitely some pressure involved in last night's talkings when you guys met the Grove Mother. But I mean,
it was good though.
Something was gonna happen. That thing has that I've been working on for a little bit. I'm like, you know what? It's either now or I have to wait till they make it to the Western continent, and who knows how many sessions that's gonna be.
That's fair.
So let's just make it now. Oh, Raven, how you been? Aside from muted.
Already started.
That's how my day's been right there. I'm tired today. I'm really tired. Other than that, I've been doing good. Spent this week removing fence posts. Which never again.
Get some good old yard work done.
Oh, it's not fun when the post is fine and then from ground level a foot down is rotted and then it's fine again.
Oh.
So it basically breaks off at ground level and then you have nothing to grab a hold of to actually pull it out of the ground.
Oof.
That's a pain.
Yeah. So that's been my week. Literally every day is one more fence post because, it's been taking like 5 hours per because having to dig a hole.
Whiskquill, no, the puppies have not died. The puppies are still alive and kicking.
Oh yeah, no, they're still good.
Though
We still don't have character sheets for them, but they're not dead.
No, because I have a feeling they're going to be temporary,
Okay.
so...
No, they've lasted this long! Don't say that!
We won't need character sheets for anyone after today's session.
This is true.
Oh,
this is most definitely true.
Winter.
This is bad.
Shadow Fox, how you been?
Oh, I've been pretty good. Just been doing the whole work thing. I'm dealing with a pretty high priority, high pressure project. So that's always fun. But aside from that, yeah, just been enjoying being in my own apartment.
I mean, that is always a good feeling.
Truth.
Yep.
Fox, Zora, you guys get up to anything new since yesterday?
I got officially accepted for a permanent position at my job. So
Congratulations.
thank you. So yay. But now it sucks because I have the next 2 days off and I don't get paid for them yet. Because technically I'm not a perm employee until like the following week. So I'm like, oh, this sucks. So
why you guys got to do me like that?
So I'm sleeping in.
Yeah.
That's all I ever wanted.
Yep. For those who don't know, tomorrow is National Freedom Day over here in America.
Freedom, freedom, freedom,
Um,
boy. Freedom, 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 boy.
So you're probably going to hear people exploding freedom in the background because nobody around here knows what illegal fireworks means. And
They're legal up here.
the M80s and everything?
Okay, maybe. Well, not
No. I'm talking
not
about like
all of them.
I'm talking about like the actual quote unquote illegal fireworks, not the ones that are people like no fun allowed.
Oh.
I'm talking about like the ones where you have to go like south of the border to purchase.
Oh.
No, the good old celebrate your country by blowing up a small part of it.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
Sounds legit.
Terrify my sister's poor dog, who somebody was lighting off fireworks today. She opened my door, like I'm sitting down, she moves my chair to the side and crawls underneath my desk and just hides there shaking because of the fireworks.
Oh.
So we've given her drugs, that way she can at least rest for tonight.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Drugs are good.
And we gave her melatonin. Apparently dogs could have melatonin and it works on her, so
Yep.
she is super relaxed right now.
You can also get THC tablets for animals as well.
One of my sister's friends offered to give the dog a couple of her special cookies.
It's the doses. Well,
That could be exciting.
She's a
yeah,
big
that's
dog,
what I had
so.
to. That's what I had to do for Ogren for the plane, just as a precaution. Was I had to give him some melatonin, and he slept the whole way.
Had to dope him up.
Yep.
Yep. Our dog's a drug addict right now.
Nice.
It's either that or have her, try to like dig through the ground trying to hide underneath the house, and we don't want that. So, last week, things happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Who wants to give the little rundown on how HB Fox ruined everything again?
I think HB Fox should tell her tale.
Sure. I can tell you Astia's perspective of this tale.
I did nothing wrong. I was minding my own business.
The end. Let's see. Last session, at the very start of it, I think we picked up with Valantha finding a stranger in the woods who was ransacking something from a bag, or looking for something in a bag. Did not find what he was looking for and decided to invite himself back to the caravan, which, I can't blame him. He also seemed to not know anything about the blight that was on our heels. So that's interesting. I have questions for him if we survive this.
If you're alive.
When Valantha and our new companion, Ross, got back to the caravan, they saw that a joyous celebration was happening. Everyone was drinking and being merry, all because Astia thought everyone deserved a little downtime. They deserved to relax a bit. Well, they deserved to relax just the right amount for her to sneak away and not be seen, which she did. She absconded off to the apothecary cart, looted some poison, went straight to the blacksmith's cart. Well, step that back a bit. She went off to the apothecary cart with Valantha in tow, secretly, and stole some poison, then headed for the blacksmith's cart while Valantha investigated the apothecary cart to see what she took. Valantha found that she took some poison, and she took a vial of it for herself. Meanwhile, Astia may have slipped the poison that she took into the blacksmith's drink, who very irresponsibly was working his forge on a imaginary dagger or axe. He couldn't really decide what he was working on. And he drank the poison. At which point Isthia left, went and rejoined the celebration. And what happened right after this? Something happened before we all went to sleep. I don't remember what. Oh, Valentha discovered the location of the mask helmet thing that suppresses the magic. It was hidden underneath the apothecary cart. She decided to try to pick the lock, I think, which failed and ended up melting her lockpicks. So she left the mask where it was. Then I think we called it a night. Well, it's the helped clean up first, which she used that opportunity to dispose of her water skin, which she had stored the poison in, and the written plans that she had gotten from the blacksmith for the mask itself. So those were destroyed. Called it a night. Woke up in the morning to the sound of horn blaring, I think, because they had discovered at that point that the blacksmith was dead.
Yeah, they woke up. You all woke up just screaming from the blacksmith's apprentice.
Screaming, yep, from the blacksmith's apprentice. Valentha went to investigate, at which point she forced her way into the blacksmith's cart, saw his body there. She did a little investigating, found a tankard that smelled a little more foul than it should, and quickly grew even more suspicious than she already was. And after questioning the Chantry people a bit, she went off on her own, trying to replicate the smell and flavor from that tankard that she found, using the poison and some fresh ale. Made herself quite sick in the process. What happened after that? A sheriff was appointed. He did some questioning. Questioned Valentha, questioned Isthia. Didn't really get any straight answers from either of them. It didn't get any proof from either of them. And eventually ended up trying to arrest Valentha for it. At which point, I think the whole group kind of came together in that area, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. The whole group minus Isthia. Valentha was getting quite aggressive after they pinned it on her for being an elf, and you know how elves do with the poison and such. Isthia eventually wandered over. She wasn't really accused of it, but it was. They kind of said, "Well, for our own safety, we're going to put this mask on you." It didn't play well with her. She got angry. She clutched some red lyrium shards in her pocket. Mask blew up. Voice of a demon behind her. End of session.
Sounds about right. All right, you can all hear me still, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. So as we're opening up today, after Estia hears a voice in her head says, "I'll take that bet." The helmet, like everyone sees the helmet just forcefully erupt off of Estia and begin to like kind of drift and hover next to like over her shoulder for a moment. As a soft rumbling begins to happen, you can see corruption beginning to like spread out from the ground and like up onto like the legs and bodies of some of the caravan members that are around you as they begin to shriek in utter fear as they fall to the ground, like grasping their head, their eyes inking over in this pitch black ooze. And as this is happening, a rather beautiful looking woman appears to the left of Astia, now with the helmet hovering above her, her outstretched claw-like hand, her other hand resting on Astia's shoulder. And she's like, "Do not worry, my love. I will not let them touch you again." And then you just hear the like very rough grinding as everyone sees the helmet just crushed into just like this disfigured ball of metal and just thrown to the ground, as she just takes Astia's hand and begins to walk away.
There's probably no resistance from Esthea. I feel like she'd have a fairly decent idea that this is a baddie from the Fade.
Yeah, but like her words are like honey on your ears.
Yeah.
And as she says that, she looks back to the rest of the group. He's like, "No following." And as she says that, a shade slowly pulls up from the ground, cutting off between you and them. The shade's face, a disfigured visage of the recently deceased blacksmith.
Do I have my equipment with me?
I don't know, do you?
I don't know. I mean, I guess
I think-
I'm right outside of the cart I was sleeping in, so if my equipment's jump in, jump out, I guess. Oh, Jeebus. I'm gonna have to waste a round going in running after my shit. Ah!
What's wrong?
I gotta grab my shit.
Gotta grab my shit.
I mean, you don't have it on like some spring-loaded mechanism by the door that you can just jump through?
I wish.
I mean, it's fine. You have like 5,000 feet of movement anyway, so.
Yeah, right. If I just do my double movement, that alone is me going in and out and like notching my bow. It's ridiculous.
So,
Hell, even my dog, I can whistle in the same amount of movement. The dog can do the same thing.
my friendos. Let me, oh, everybody is already on here. That's right. I forgot. I was just keeping everybody at 0.
Yep.
We, okay. Now people are starting to show up on it.
Initiative.
So I'm going to need initiative from everyone.
I forgot how to play things.
It's your dex roll.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just my
Like-
dex. Oh, okay.
It's like, what, 2 RP sessions back to back?
What is it? Ooh.
And I'm the slow one. That's terrifying.
Just go ahead and add your own initiatives into the tracker.
I don't see me.
Yeah, I only see Ross, the Shade, and the Demon on the turn order.
Really? That's weird. Give me a second. Because I saw everybody.
There we go. Okay.
There you go.
Right.
Hey. Then doggo.
I'm working on that. I've got...
What? We're still at level 2? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you're at level 2. It's a bit rough.
It's a bit rough. Yeah, it is. Oh my.
See what happens when you try to mute a mage?
We weren't trying to mute her. We're just toning down the magic. This right here, this is why we wanted to put you in that headlock. This right here. Yes, Son of a bitch.
Sorry about that, everyone. I went to open up a file that Zorro sent me. Where is my blood on the gray folder?
Every single demon is in that folder.
All right.
Including what mages become. It could be Esthea soon. Who knows?
It's
knows?
fine. Did you hear how nice and gentle that demon was?
Oh, yeah,
It'll
no,
be
she
okay.
is. Her words are just sweet, honey. I actually really do like their voices in the game.
All right. So let's go ahead and do this. All right. So first off, I'm sorry I rolled a 22 with her.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks.
Sorry, not sorry.
She's at the top of the order. I'm at the bottom of the order.
She just begins to lead you by the hand, just walking you across, like walking you up towards near the front of the wagon caravan, just very normally stepping over bodies without a care as they're reaching out to you, gasping in pain. You can see it almost looks like tendrils have like burrowed underneath their skin as like black like lines of corruption begin like to spread around them. And she's just humming to herself, just taking like with you in like her hand in your hand in hers. You feel oddly comfortable, almost as if this doesn't bother you. And as she's walking you, I should say, she's like, "What is it, my dear, that you desire?"
I wish for people to recognize me for how powerful I am.
It is a shame that they don't already, because you are already magnificently powerful.
And they should respect that power.
Indeed, they should. And like she's like, "Come with me, and I will make sure you are given the respect and admiration one such as you deserves."
Lead the way.
Okay. And you see her just like wave her hand, and a small like rift, like a small tear of light appears in front of you, and she's like, "After you." Valenta.
Do I recognize what that is at all? Seeing it?
Yeah. But part of you really doesn't care, because you see it
All
on
right.
the you see it on the other side. It's the grand ballroom of Tevinter.
Okay.
Valentha.
I'm gonna run into the cart and grab my shit and come back out.
You don't have to. It was brought out of the cart due to the investigation. Remember?
Oh, thank God. Okay, I'm just gonna grab it then.
Okay.
Does that count as my action?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Grabbing your
Okay.
stuff is pretty much like the equivalent of a minor action.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I am shooting this bitch. And there's just no words, just seething anger and frustration.
Okay.
I saw you ping up here. Which bitch are you referring to?
That's fair. That's fair.
That's a good question.
I'm gonna move it off to the side so you can see it a little more clearly. This bitch,
Gotcha.
the desired demon.
Opposed to like kneecapping Esthea.
Let's see, what is that? 4, 6, 8, 11, 15. A 15 will not strike.
What?
A 15 will not strike.
Doom, Doom.
Okay. Is that? Did I get some? Did I get a doubles right there?
Yeah, you did. You got 2 stunt points,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but you didn't hit.
It's very true. It's very true. Can I use a role playing stunt?
Nope, because this is
nope.
attack.
Dang it. Okay. Okay, well, I can't double attack, so that's it. I'll whistle for my dog to,
All right.
yeah, just whistle for my dog to kind of chase.
Ross.
Well, you don't see that every day. Let's see here. Help me out here. My speed is 14.
So
How many squares can I move?
every square counts as 2, so you can move 7.
7 squares. And what's the rule on diagonals?
As long as it's within like 1 square of you, it counts as 1 square.
Okay.
So like if you were to jump diagonal, that'd be 1.
Okay. Now this guy here, has he done anything?
Not yet, but it looks like he's going to.
All right. What does it look like he's going to do? Attack random innocent people, or like?
At the moment, it looks like it's seething with rage, and it's trying to select between the 3 of you which one it wants to tear apart first.
I'm going to make that decision real easy for it.
Gonna run away.
Yeah, and as I move, I'm going to pull out my short sword and attack.
Alrighty. Let's see here.
18.
An
What's that?
18. Normally, I mention attacks. All right, so the weapon you have right now is not magically enchanted, correct?
Nope.
Okay, so your blade is like you swing the blade, and while it would normally find home on a human target, they just go through the shade itself. Now, if you get 3 stunt points in your attacks, you can use a special stunt called Spirit Bane, which will allow you to strike a creature for 2d6 damage.
All right. So for now, you just see this
I'm
look
sorry,
of...
and inflicts normal damage.
Okay. You just see this look of confusion come over his face, like, the fuck?
Saran.
He's going to come out. Oh, he didn't really see me. He didn't have a line of sight of me at the time. So, okay, yeah, he's just going to come out. And yeah, he wouldn't have seen where I pointed. So, yeah, so he's just going to go, oh shit, there's something wrong here, and go straight for this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, because he wouldn't go after the other one. Okay, so not D20s. I need you. It's a 5. Okay. Roll big, buddy. Roll big. Oof.
14 will not hit.
Yeah.
Dog leaps forward trying to bite it, and his jaws go just pass right through the shade.
Yep.
The shade itself, not really liking the fact that somebody just tried to stab it, is going to lunge towards our buddy Ross here. Don't think an 11 hits you though. What is your defense?
14.
All right, so you're able to dodge as it reaches out and tries to grasp a hold of you with its shadowy like claw. Magnus.
Oh, Magnus has seen this kind of bullshit before. We are going to charge to there and see if we can put an axe through this thing.
Is your axe enchanted at all?
Nope, I was
Nope.
hoping for the number.
Again, normal person axe would have found home, but it just passes right through it. Prim and proper doggo.
Prim and proper doggo steps out of the cart and kind of looks off in Estia's direction and whimpers a little bit, not really knowing what to do.
All right, he doesn't know if he should sit or if not.
Yep.
Steinbeck.
Steinbeck heard the call and has seen both dogs go around the edge of the cart. So, what are they? 2 more 6. Yeah. Steinbeck is going to go there, following the line that he saw other doggo run.
Normally that hit, but again, no stunt points.
And Steinbeck just makes a confused whimpering noise.
It's like, I should be having leg right now. Estia. Here, let me put something on the map here. There you go. For all your portal concerns.
So she led me to this thing. She said, after you, and kind of motioned to it. And I feel like I should step into it. Is that what's going on in this crazy mind of mine right now?
I will allow you to make a check here. It's gonna be a self-discipline willpower focus.
I can do willpower. I have pretty good willpower. $14.
All right, you're looking into this portal, and you can see a grand Tevinter ballroom in front of you. You can even hear the music and the chatter from the people inside of it calling out to you. But just for a brief moment, something just feels wrong. Like even though it's something that you've always wanted, it just doesn't feel right at the moment.
I'll start to step towards it, and then once I kind of get that feeling, I'll stop. I'll take a step back, and I'll turn to look up at the demon.
And as you turn to look back to her, she is now dressed as like almost like in these very fine Tevinter like threads.
Kind of admire her outfit for a minute, and then say to her, I don't think this is right.
What is not right, my dear? This is everything you want.
But I want to show them my power. I don't simply want them to bend a knee. Oh,
who said anything about bending a knee? I was just taking you to a place so you can show them.
I'm gonna look kind of back at the rest of the group over my shoulder, and then down at the bodies of the caravan people. Can I do any sort of check while looking at the bodies to determine what's happening to them?
Since you made that focus, yeah, go ahead and give me an arcane knowledge. They're slowly being devoured from the inside out.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I've used both my available actions at this point, so gross. I guess that's my turn.
And again, she places a hand gently underneath your chin and brings your eyes away from the people writhing in pain on the ground around you back up to her. It's like, do not concern yourself with the riffraff. We have more important people to impress.
What of my traveling companions? What will happen to them?
What's of them? They obviously do not respect you. They tried to put you in that helmet again.
They did.
I will never do that.
What about my hound?
He's a very fine hound. If you wish, he can come.
I'll look back at him and whistle for him to come over. And then I guess I will wait for him to be at my side before stepping through this portal.
All right. Valanta. Or Valanta. Or
Yep.
Elf.
Yep. Elf. Whoa. Yeah, no, I'm super upset that this is happening. So, give me a second. Let me see here. Need to remember what my speed is, but it's not. Oh, it popped up over here. Ah, I was wondering where that went. Okay, so I can move 16 squares. Okay, so
Yeah, you can Sanic.
So I'm just gonna make my way like I'm not a threat. I'm not a threat.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold out my hand to Asthea and go, "Stop! She's just lying to you. She's just going to feed on you or cast you out. I don't know, but you don't want to go with her. Trust me. Demons bring nothing but pain and sweet lies. Trust
She's
me, I
offering
know.
me everything that I want.
I've seen this before. Don't do it. It's all a lie. She's just going to feed off of you, or worse, I don't know, but it's not good."
Look for yourself, Valentha. Look through the portal. Do you not see what I see?
Do I see what she sees?
Yeah.
All I see are lies. That's not real.
It looks real to me.
She walks around Valentha. So Valentha's back is now to you. She's like, "Do not listen to her, my sweet. She is the one who wanted you who wanted to throw you to the wolves at the first chance. Do not give up this greatness by listening to her lies."
She has been the one to put that damned thing on me more than once.
It was for this very moment to protect us and you. Even now, I'm trying to protect you.
Trying to suppress me is what led to this moment.
And look what happened. You brought forth a demon.
Who helped me?
Helping you get away so she can help herself.
Wasn't trying to protect you the excuse your father would use to deny you from greatness?
Ooh.
It is. And
Aren't
now
you tired of their protection?
I will show everyone here, and I will show my damned father just how powerful I've become.
I'm not your goddamn father.
You're acting just like him, and that is enough.
Well, I am sorry if you feel that way. But I am telling you right now, Nothing good will come from this, and you will not get your way. You will think so as your body and mind withers away. It's not real.
Then what do you propose I do?
Fight it. Deny her. The first step is to deny her, and I will help you.
Better yet,
She has taken no action against me.
and she cups your cheek for a moment. She's like, how about you show them your power first? Show them you don't need their protection.
You're right. I will.
And she smiles as
Fight it.
she smiles and then leans in and softly like kisses your cheek, and you just feel like a surge of power go through you.
Yeah, God damn it.
Ross.
Let's see here. Feeling pretty useless against this thing. I'll turn to is speaking, asking a question like a free action?
Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah, conversation is a free action.
Okay. Magnus, how do we deal with this? Because I don't know why I'm not hitting.
You're muted.
Swing harder.
All right.
You're asking magical questions of a dwarf who beats things to death.
You're the one standing right there, so.
Rightfully, I don't remember how we killed it last time. We just hit it.
We just tried to hit it really, really hard.
Yep.
And again,
These
you
dice cocked.
yeah, but it shows in the thing here. So you lunge towards it, and once again, the blades just pass right through its body.
It's just a fake cock.
Saran.
I didn't command him last time. Yeah. Damn it. Okay, yeah, so he's gonna keep nom nom nomming. Hit hard.
Normally, again, it would hit, but not this time.
Darn it. He's very
You know
frustrated.
exactly
Right
what
now.
we're digging for here.
He's very frustrated. I have enchanted weapons too. I just need to hit the damn AC.
All right. Yeah, you have enchanted weapons, but Saran doesn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to have like enchanted plated teeth or something.
Your dog does not
Dog
need,
gauntlets.
like gold teeth.
Dog gauntlets.
All right, so this time it reaches out and like it runs its claws across Ross's chest, just like cutting into his flesh. And you are gonna take 6 points of damage, and it is penetrating, so your armor rating will not stop any of it.
Okay.
As you could just like, as the claws dig into your flesh, you could just feel part of your life essence being ripped from your body. Magnus.
Okay. We're going to move there. And as I'm running by, we are putting one of the throwing axes at this thing. This is one of the thunder enchanted ones.
Oh, damn. All right, you also get one stunt point there. And this is at the shade, correct?
Yep.
All right, that will definitely hit. So you'll be able to do your normal damage, and that one stunt point.
One stun point. Bloody hell. I am going to forgo the stun point on this.
Okay.
Not going to do anything I want it to do.
So go ahead and give me the damage on it.
Quick question: can you hold? Do stunt points roll over at all, or are
No,
they-
they're use
that's
or
right.
lose.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like when you get them, you got to burn the ones that you want. All right.
That'll
So before we figure out what Darnius's action is going to be, let's go ahead and take our first break of the night, just so we can keep within the normal time frame of our breaks. But stick with us, guys. We will continue combat once we get back from our break. We just got to get up, stretch your legs, and all that fun stuff. So we will catch you in about 5 minutes.
I don't know if I can.
Will we ever get the chance to show that
All right, we are back.
Oh, hi.
Oh, I guess we weren't all here yet. I'm sorry.
He's
I'm here.
cool.
Okay.
90%.
All right. So, Darunius, what is the doggo doing?
He is going to let's see, what's his movement? 16. So that's 2, 4, 6, 10. He's gonna use 14 feet of movement. Get right there. And then use the press the attack minor action. So if I move, then he moves with me.
Alrighty. Steinbeck.
Steinbeck wants ghosty legs.
If he has any.
One of puppies can aim too, can't they? They can.
Yeah, pretty much anybody can. Anything can aim.
Well then.
It's gonna miss still.
Steinbeck really wants the ghosty leg. It probably tastes good.
Esthea.
Well, I'm convinced to show everyone my power. However, it's hard to show them my power if they're dead. So in a demonstration of power, I am going to turn to the thing that they have consistently failed to even touch. And I'm going to attempt to obliterate it, the shade, with an arcane lance.
All right.
That actually made sense.
Yeah, that was like crazy enough to make sense.
And you have 2 stunt points.
All right, so let's see. 2 stunt points. We are going to add Mighty Spell onto that, so it will be an extra d6 of damage.
Okay.
So there's the regular damage plus 3.
Well, it doesn't kill it, but it definitely does, take a chunk of its body with it as the arcane lance just blows through it.
And I take this very kind of regal posture and puff out my chest a bit, like, yeah, I just did that.
She smiles. And she's like, well done. Now, if you excuse me, I've been insulted and I need to uphold my own honor.
Of course.
And she just very elegantly begins to walk towards Valantha, and her hand outstretches, and you can just see a sword slowly slide from the palm of her hand until she's holding it by the grip, and she just makes a lunge at you with the blade.
Have it, bro. I need to double check my armor class. Nope.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
No. 3d6 plus 6, and I roll a 1, 2, and 3.
Oh. I was like, no, I'm not kidding you, really.
All right, so you're able to step away from the thrust, and as it comes closer to you, you could see that it's kind of dripping with this black corruption on the tip.
Kind of glare at her as I dodge. I was like, no. Okay, so I forgot to mention this, so I'm just gonna say it now. That I'm taking aim.
Okay.
Now
is taking aim with a ranged attack, or can you do it melee as well? Because I think it's a ranged thing.
I think it's ranged.
It's ranged and melee.
Okay. So taking aim with a melee is you're just targeting an area that you're swinging for, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna kind of take a step back and aim right at her. So it's a +2 on top of this.
All right. Well, that's, let's see, 4, 8, 12,
19.
14. Yeah, 19 will hit, and you get 2 stunt points.
Mad at this bitch. Okay. So I'll roll for the damage first. Max damage. I like this. Okay. And then what do I have? 2 stunt points. Let's see here. Well, I'm the only one that can shoot her right now, so I can't really like keep advantage to melee attacks to other people right now. Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm pissed. I'm doing a mighty blow.
All right.
And it's not my. Remind me, it's just a straight up 1d6. It doesn't have any of my add-ons,
it's an
right?
additional 1d6. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So your arrow flies and it just like hits her right in the stomach. As she gasps in pain, a little bit of blood comes up out from her mouth, and as the arrow hits, Estia, you notice that the portal next to you kind of like wavers for a split second, almost as if it's like gonna fade out of existence. But as the desire demon grits her teeth and she stands back up again, the portal becomes stable once again. Ross.
Can I bonus action whistle and kind of like motion Sauron, like, hey, over here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to just keep going at this one.
Alrighty.
Eventually he'll figure out how it works.
Not this time.
Nope. Definitely not.
What if I do it this way? Sauron.
You're not really showing a great first impression with your fighting skills.
I mean, how many times did you guys whiff against one of those things?
So that's the
And
point.
I learned right away, oh shit, priority, enchant this shit, because I am not going through that again.
Yeah, I should talk to the blacksmith about that when we're done. I mean,
Oh.
Right.
So Sauron can move just as fast as me, so he's gonna be like, borf, 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 borf.
Borf, borf.
And he's gonna go ahead and try to keep swinging at her. Oh,
13 ain't gonna hit her though.
nope, I'm just hoping for a high roll at this point. So, I mean, that's all I'm doing with the dog. So,
All right.
yep, borf, borf.
What did I just do?
I like it. Borf, borf.
Oof. All right. So Ross is gonna take another 7 points of damage as another claw just digs into you, ripping more of your life force out of your body.
fine.
Magnus.
All right. Charge her with the great axe.
Did you just peace out and go like, you got this, bro? Cool.
Yeah, pretty much. He's got this. He's capable, right? Yeah.
It's a learning experience, right? 10, 15 will not hit. Yeah. So 15 ain't gonna hit, and like the stunt points aren't gonna kick off because you didn't make contact. Durinius.
He is going to again take the press the attack minor action
Okay.
and stay at my side.
Steinbeck.
Oh.
Doggo really
Steinbeck
wants
is
some
a
shadow legs.
determined dog.
You can do it, buddy.
He's going to just slide over a little bit.
He'll hit if he uses the Shadowbane ability because he has 5 stunt points.
Yep.
So Shadowbane is 3 points, 3 stunt points. So he has another 2.
He's gonna mighty blow that too.
Okay, so instead of using the strength off of the roll for the attack, you use his magic off the roll. So it's whatever his magic bonus is that you would add on to the bonus damage.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I was like, what do they have?
0.
Oh, -1. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's why I was like, ooh.
Oh, well, I mean, they're not magical doggos. It makes sense, but ooh.
So the mighty blow is actually definitely going to help.
Yep. Eight points of damage.
Yep.
As he finally gets his shadow legs, as he rips one off, and the shade howls in pain as it just fades off from existence.
Steinbeck wags his tail furiously.
A pair of keys falls down where the shade once was laying. Estia, as you stand there and you're watching your friends gang up on your friend, she like looks back at you, a little bit of worry in her eyes, as she calls out to you and says, "If they kill me, our path home is cut off. Help me."
How badly hurt does she look?
She's got an arrow in her gut at the moment, and she's got like her lips are now like stained crimson, as you can see blood is like slowly leaking out of her mouth.
Last person I saw with an arrow in them was Jimmy. We all know what happened there.
First of all, that was in his arm, and it just
It was
happened to
still
hit
in
something.
him.
It said it nicked
Yeah,
something.
Didn't you heal Jimmy?
I fixed
We
Jimmy.
keep bringing up Jimmy like it's gonna change anything. We're just blaming in circles.
So I am going to move here, and Duranice is going to move with me.
Mm-hmm.
And as my major action, I am going to try to heal the demon.
Okay.
The target number on this is 10.
That'll hit. Or that will hit the target number.
And
And
I
you get
am
3
going
stunt
to...
points as well.
Oh, that's right, I do. Those stunts. 3 stunt points. Perfect. I am going to use skillful casting to
Okay.
reduce the mana cost of this by 1. And I'm going to spend 3 mana points to give her 3d6 health.
Okay.
So she is going to recover 8 points. And then with the rest of my actions, if you'll allow it, I want to, or if she won't resist it, I guess I should say, I want to try and grab her by the arm and pull her back towards the portal in an effort to push her through it.
Okay.
I want to save her.
Alrighty. Give me one moment here. I need to find something.
And since Duranius was basically holding his action next to me, if he can help me do that, I would like to have him help me do that.
Okay. What page are your spells on, by the way?
My spells
Yes.
in the book.
In the player's book, yeah.
That is a good question. Should be in the player's guide from set 1, or the ones that I have access to right now. On page something. These books really need an index.
Yes, they do.
Spells. Start on page 50 is the very first one.
Page 50. Oh, it's Arcane Bolt, right?
Arcane Bolt is what? That's the first spell listed
Yeah.
on in the spells stuff.
Oh, you have Arcane Lance because you're a mage, right?
Yeah, Arcane Lance is basically the mage's like standard weapon.
I
type of
gotcha.
thing.
Interesting. All right. So she allows you to pull her back, but as she's being pulled back, you see her point her the tip of her sword towards Valantha as a bolt of arcane energy leaps from it. Okay, so it beats the target number.
Wait, so it hits even though it doesn't hit my armor class?
Yep, because it is a target number she has to cast. But you can give me an acrobatics dexterity test.
Okay.
All right, so your you are strong enough to not take the full damage here.
Woo!
You're able to dodge it a little bit. So you're only gonna take 3 points of damage as the bolt like flies towards you, and you kind of just leap over it a little bit, spinning around the main part of the bolt as it goes streaking past you, and it hits a one of the people writhing on the ground. You can just see it just causes them to explode on impact.
So, did she allow me to pull her all the way back to the portal, or just the, I guess, 2 yards technically back?
Well, if you have more movement and you want to move her back, she's allowing you to do that.
Okay, yeah, because I was right here, so I only spent 2 feet of movement, so I could pull her all the way back to the portal.
Okay.
And my goal is, if she allows it, to push her into the portal, basically putting myself between the party and her and trying to get her to safety.
Okay, yeah, and so after she launches the bolt at Essia, you see her step in, but the portal doesn't close as she's looking on the other side, holding her hand out to you.
Just, kind of say to hold up my hand, like in polite refusal, and just say to her, "Go, we'll have our moment."
And she kind of looks a bit sad for a moment, and she nods, and before she goes, she like reaches into her vest, she pulls out a small coin and brings it hands it over through the portal to you, and it's this coin of pure platinum with a wilting rose engraved on it.
I will take it and kind of clutch it to my chest and just stand there watching her.
As she kind of looks away, and you can see a tear running down her cheek, the portal closes, and as soon as it closes with a snap, every one of the carts in the wagon train catch fire.
That's just rude.
I feel a scolding coming on, so I'm gonna run to the cart in the front because half my shit is still in there.
Oh no. There is no running to the cart. Like when I say they're on fire, they're already engulfed in flame. It's not like that little tiny fire that's spreading. It's like, no, just all of a sudden everyone of them had a gas fire.
All my books and clothes were in there. Gonna slowly turn around to look at the party.
Magnus was in the middle of about to do something in all this.
What are you
Are
gonna
we
do,
still in
Magnus?
rounds?
No, combat's technically done.
Sweet.
Not technically yet.
Oh wait, hold on. Magnus wants to do something that would technically be in combat, so let's
Yep.
let Magnus do it.
Magnus is going to flat of the axe upside Esthea's head, screaming, "You absolute fool of a mage!"
I knew that was coming. I just knew it.
Oh, good, because I was going to tackle on top of her and stab her hand with my holy knife again.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm
I
pissed.
should have gone with the demon.
Yeah,
Wampas.
apparently.
Yes.
So I think that's gonna hit Esthea.
What is that?
That is
14.
that is 14.
That will hit.
And that's with 4 stunt points as well.
You're not gonna like this.
It's with 4 stunt points as well, Magnus.
I know.
don't ever like it when someone takes the flat of an axe to the side of my head. It's never fun.
So that's 2 stacks of mighty blow.
Oof.
Oh,
Okay. No, wait, you can't double stack.
Can't I?
No, you can't double stack stunts.
Hmm.
You can only use the stunt once.
Okay, it's gonna be dual strike then. Skip
Okay.
that.
Hmm.
So there's the damage on the first one.
So 19. Is it 19 or 20?
It's 19.
All right. 9. So what does an 11 hit you, Esthea?
An 11 does not hit me right now.
Okay.
Good thing.
So you're gonna take 19 points of damage as Magnus just flat blades the back of your skull
Dear God, you almost one-shot me.
with his axe. And like you're kind of like you have your bell rung for a moment to where you're going a little cross-eyed from it. So Valentha, if you're going to try to tackle her, you're gonna get a +2 on your roll because she's off balance.
Is this a strength or a dexterity roll?
This would be a strength roll because it's technically a grapple.
Okay. So +2 on top of this.
All right, and I'm gonna need an opposing roll from Esthea.
Same thing, strength.
Strength. 12.
I have 14.
14. All right, so Valentha, you're able to like, instead of like flying tackle, you go in and you grab her by the legs and you just bring them out from underneath her, so she just thuds to the ground with you on top of her.
Yeah, no, I'm in a fit of rage right now. So I am taking out my dagger and I'm stabbing her hand.
Okay.
Can I do anything to prevent that?
What is it you want? How do you want to prevent this?
Let's see. What do I have for spells right now? I want to just try to heal myself. It's not going to prevent the attack, but it'll hopefully stop me from dying.
I'm gonna say within like due to like having your bell rung and what's going on, the target number is gonna be 15 to try to heal yourself.
I will take that chance.
11, 14, 15. You hit it.
Okay. Spend 3 mana to take 3d6 because I need it. Dear God, I need it.
All right, so you're gonna get 12. Also, when you guys take damage, make sure to modify the damage inside of the inside of your little character circle thing, so it modifies the HP bar.
You only get 2 health back.
Yep. So you bring your hand up to heal yourself, and as you feel the calm wash over you from like your wounds being healed, you see a blade pierce the back of your hand.
Oh man, that was the other hand too.
And then I'm gonna do one more while I have her kind of pinned down.
Well, what is Ross doing in this situation as all of this is happening?
I think he said he was gonna save me.
No. I'm aside from being very happy that the shade went away due to Doggo. I'm gonna turn around in complete shock at all this going on, and I guess just watch and laugh.
Okay. And what's up?
As a reaction to being stabbed that first time, can Dorinius do something?
I was just about to say that as she pulls the knife back and goes for a second stab, Dorinius kind of stands over you and like just like right face to face with Valantha, kind of growling at her.
Yeah, exactly what I was gonna have him do too.
Like you could see like the back ridge of his neck up in like a mohawk.
And I'm looking him straight back in the eyes, no fear, just still straight up anger. And she's gonna say, "Oh, don't worry. I'm not gonna kill your master," and knock her out with the hilt of my blade.
All right, so the moment you go ahead that you go to make a violent action against her, Dorinius can roll an attack.
Okay.
Is there anything he can do just to prevent the attack rather than actually directly attacking Valentha?
Biter.
Can he bite without doing damage?
No. Because right now your life is technically in danger.
That's fair.
I mean, he just saw
That's
you get
entirely fair.
clocked against the back of the head with the flat blade of an axe, and then this crazy elf just started stabbing your hands. So
It's not the first time either.
Not the first time we've been in this situation.
That's very true. Okay, yeah. He will then try to bite with the intent of stopping the attack. Let's see. That is 3d6 plus 5.
yep, that's his bite.
He rarely attacks, so I don't remember how to do this.
14 hit you.
Just meets.
All right. So if it meets, I believe you have to beat, right?
I don't remember.
I don't remember if we did a home rule for it or it has to beat it.
Let me see here.
We rarely meet it, so we either go really low or really high.
All right, so
I mean, I'll take it either way.
I'm just trying to see something here.
I have an action I'd like to do when you're ready.
So I'm still gonna clonk her out, regardless if this dog hits me or not.
One of us is going to knock her out.
Yeah.
I think I'm next up on the order for doing that.
It doesn't really. Yeah, so like. Yep, so it would hit.
It would hit? Okay.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll the damage.
What is that? 1d6 plus 4.
All right, so 9 points of damage. So as you bring your arm around to try to knock Estia out, it's caught within the jaws of Saran. Not Saran, but Dorinius. And he bites you, and you can feel the teeth digging into your skin. But he's giving kind of like a warning growl as he's holding your arm there. Kind of telling you to stop.
I'll just use my other hand and just
So I've got an action I'd like to do.
Okay.
whooshah on the neck.
the first sign of this dog getting ready to attack, I want to full charge it and try to push it off its space.
Okay, go right ahead. That would just be a straight up strength check.
Oh shit! Sign of the demon, brah. He got you. He got you.
So I'm gonna say with
Ouch.
that, the you see like like standing over, you hear Durinius catch Valantha's arm in his teeth, stopping the blow. But all of a sudden, your dog catches air as Ross comes in and just full on shoulder checks the dog to the point to where you hear the cracking of bone as he's sent flying.
Kill my dog. This is war.
So you can go ahead and give me 2d6 plus your strength for that.
That's a beast hit. Holy shit.
Where is the... Where's the dice thing to just roll 2?
Remember it's when you see your weapons where it says the damage and it's got the little die. You want to click that.
But he's not clicking the damage for that. He's just rolling just basic 2d6 damage, or 2d6 plus his strength.
Ooh.
/r space 2d6.
On the left hand side of roll 20, there's where it's got the little like menu bar. It's the dice.
So 10 plus 2, so 12.
All right, so he's gonna that almost halves his HP. Actually, halves his HP.
So I rolled 3 6s on that. Do I get stunt points?
It's 6.
I get 6 stunt points. What can I do with that?
I gave you the.
What I'm going to go
right?
for.
This is going to be an attack stunt points. So,
I mean, for
So
5,
you look at the list I gave you.
Yeah. I would like to make a. Is it possible for me to use stunt points to make a non-lethal attack against Asthea to knock her out in the same go?
you can make a secondary attack. Yeah,
With lightning attack.
lightning
It's
attack.
just
3 points. So you still, since
So
you have
3.
6, you could use 3 to do lightning attack. And then if you really wanted to, why am I even saying this? You could spend 2 and do mighty blow and do even more damage to me.
Because you're helping a newbie.
But I want to make it clear.
Yeah,
all
it's non-lethal.
kind
It's
of thing.
all non-lethal.
Okay. So
Thea's used to this non-lethal stuff. It's fun.
You know, I kind of am. Seems after
So
every
it'll
encounter
be-
that we have,
So you roll it. You roll in it.
immediately followed by beating me up.
You're going to roll an attack against her.
light blades.
Jesus. All right, go ahead and roll your damage.
Holy shit snacks.
Go ahead and roll your damage plus the additional 1d6. So you can click the light blades this time,
Good thing you only get stun points once per turn.
and then add 1d6. So roll another d6. Damn.
So 13.
All right, so you just like shoulder check Durinius off, sending him flying. In almost just like in a split second, you grab the blades. You grab your light daggers, you spin them around, and you fall forward and just jab the hilt into her throat.
Yeah, this was fucking daggers, guys. Rogues, man. Rogues.
And then I'm gonna be
You're my new favorite person.
stupid Cerebos. And then I'm gonna walk away and try to help with some effort to put out the fires.
Oh, there's no effort to be made. Everyone but you is dead.
The whole place is dead.
The whole caravan is dead. It's like you
Yeah.
could see bodies around you, and it looks like they've just, like I said, they've been eaten from the inside out.
Can I change that non-lethal to lethal?
Not now.
I have to ask because I still have 2 HP.
You are still conscious, but you are hurting.
Okay.
I still have a swing at all this before he probably gets.
How
to
do you still have 2 HP?
I
heal
healed
himself.
myself. I knew this was coming.
Do
Um,
I still have my my 2 points that I can do a second dual strike?
No.
The
Nope,
lightning
you only
attack.
get stun points once per turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know how this is going to end, I have 2 HP. There's no resisting at this point. Can I use the last of my consciousness to crawl over to Durinius and heal him?
I would say no because Estia is on top of you.
I am.
Can
You're giving me the
Oh,
finger.
no.
Hey.
I'm giving you 2 fingers.
Aw,
I cast
I'm
double
so good
bird.
at two.
If only heal wasn't a touch spell.
So
I cast
since,
I dual cast summon.
since I initiated this and we've done a full cycle,
Mm-hmm.
I have another gift for Esthea.
I'm holding my hand over my face, so at least you don't mess up my face.
You know what's coming, right?
I know it's coming. Just, like, make it the back of the head or something.
That'll hit.
And this is the hilt of the axe across the side of the head.
Non-lethal, right?
Yep.
Holy shit.
God.
Jeez. I did it
Okay.
with Jimmy, but my non-lethal apparently was
Are
lethal.
you sure you want it to be non-lethal considering everyone's dead?
So there's just a very loud crack as everything goes white for a moment. Esthea, and you pass out.
This isn't the first time I've done this.
Yeah, non-lethal. So let's go ahead and take our next break here. I think it's a good place to leave off, and then when we come back we'll find out what the hell you all are going to do now with an unconscious mage and now burning deceased wagon caravan.
Did any of the horses at least run away when it exploded?
The horses are now fire.
Oh, yay.
That's a lot of glue.
Free meat.
That's some charred meat right there.
But yeah, guys, stick with us. We are gonna go take a quick break, but before we do, if you guys want to help us out here, hit that retweet button. Let everyone know that we are currently live. Yes, that is the right one. Okay, I always have to check to make sure because the bot sometimes doesn't save the right tweet. But yeah,
That's true.
let people know we're live with this if you're enjoying the show, and we will catch you guys in about 5 minutes. right, we are back.
A little bit my fault. Hi.
Oh, just a little bit your fault.
No, I take it back.
I think like that entire situation was entirely your fault.
See, even the DM is not on your
I
side.
had a hand in it. I was present
It's a pity.
in the general area of the fault.
Wistful Rider, thank you for the host. Or yeah, the host. I had to double check to see if it was a follower or not. I'm losing my mind. I see this wasn't just a hand, you had the entire arm in it.
Technically responsible for killing an entire caravan.
This entire caravan is now
Jimmy? You've killed a caravan full of people?
this
You
entire
killed Jimmy.
caravan. This entire caravan is now Jimmy 3 through probably about 32.
The only person I killed was the blacksmith. Valentha killed Jimmy. The demon killed everyone else.
I will admit to
Technically,
killing
I'm
Jimmy if you
innocent.
admit that you did the killing blow to Jimmy.
To be fair,
I'll accept that.
Orzus technically killed Jimmy because he put it in his mind that the blood
You know
mage
what?
is corrupt.
You're right. This is all Orzus' fault.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it's entirely his fault.
Also, I need to apologize for how dark my camera is. I'm not putting on the other lights because it is far too hot. So I'm just going to be the DM sitting in the shadows.
Oh, you're still showing up plenty fine.
Yeah, it's because of the backlighting I have and then the lights from all the monitors around me. All right. So as you guys knock out Estia and she's laying there, the size of the bruise that is now on the side of her head kind of gives you an idea. She's going to be out for a while. It wasn't a gentle blow that Magnus did to put her asleep.
I'm not a healer. I don't know how healthy she was.
But
Sorry, but
you now have about 32 dead bodies around you, all like just seeping with this black corruption that seems to be eating them from the inside out. A row of 11 burning carts, one injured dog, and a knocked out blood mage. What are you doing?
by
the way,
grab those keys.
it's also night, I should tell you.
oh, good to know.
So we're just
Of course.
a giant beacon now.
Yeah.
I don't want to be bacon.
We're
Mm,
gonna go over and grab those keys that fell from the shade.
All right. It's a key ring. There are 3 keys on it. 3 very heavy iron keys.
I'm guessing there's no chance that I recognize these.
Well, you know that the shade that you just killed was reminiscent of the blacksmith.
They were from boxes that were in the caravan.
Yep. And the blacksmith's cart is not wood. The blacksmith's cart is pure iron.
Is it on fire?
Nope. It's the only one out of the caravan that is not on fire because it can't catch fire. The horses that were pulling it are on fire, and like the undercarriage that's made of wood is on fire, but the wagon itself is untouched. It may be a little hot because it's now an oven, but more or less it's not in any bad condition.
I'm going to roll Esthea's body over, and I'm just going to punch her in the face. Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
to say,
no.
I will say, if you punch her in the face while she is unconscious, it does
Holy
count
crap.
as lethal damage. Because it counts as a killing blow.
Okay, fine.
So if you were to punch her in the face, you would kill her.
I'm just gonna do the thing then where since I still have the knife in my hand, I'm just gonna kind of stab it really hard next to her face, not hitting her, just kind of that whole I want to, but you stupid bitch. Don't know what you've done. And I'm gonna start searching for that coin.
You
I
didn't
hear
see
you,
the coin.
Valentha.
I didn't. I thought she did it in front of me. I was
Nope.
like right there.
Nope, you were back. She did it after she like reached back through the portal and gave Esthea something, but the only one who saw what it was Esthea.
Okay.
That's true, I
Well,
guess, because I had my back to everyone at that
Yup.
point.
okay. Well, I'm gonna do my backup plan, and I'm just gonna take all the items off her body anyway. Just take her whatever she has on her, her bag, her gauntlet, everything. I'm just taking all that stuff off of her right now.
So just so Rojan is aware, the coin is in the same place that I put the amulet, which I DM'd you like 2 weeks ago. So you can take all my stuff.
DM me
but-
again to remind me.
Okay.
He's like, oh yes, that place. Where
Look,
was it again?
Look, I
That
don't want to scroll through 2 weeks worth of DMs. So
Well, I have to because I have to remember what I said.
oh, I see. You were just telling me it's in the same spot and you yourself don't remember.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
Yep, and I'm just taking everything off her.
Okay, I'm glad I sent that to the right person. That would be super awkward if I sent it to the wrong person.
Okay.
I'm gonna start walking away and just in silence and I'm just seething in anger right now, and I am just trying to get my mind off of it by having Strawn just kind of follow me while I just search for anything that once the fire dies down, obviously I'm gonna just start.
It's going to
searching.
take some time for the fire to die down.
In the meantime, which is the blacksmith's cart? Okay.
This one right here.
I will move over to it. And is the door in the back or the front?
The door's in the
Oh.
back. But like even though it's not on fire, you can feel the heat emanating off this thing, kind of letting you know it's probably not a good idea to touch it at this point in time. If you want inside of it, you're going to probably have to wait until it cools off or find a way to cool it off.
Any water around?
No. Maybe, well, the water that you have in your water skin.
Nah.
So you took all my stuff, right, Valentha?
Mhm.
Okay, so you have basically just adventuring supplies in the bag. The only thing that was really of note aside from her gauntlets was the pouch of spent inert red lyrium dust.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that's no longer there now. The
I was gonna say, any red lyrium, whether it was the little vials she scooped up earlier, just anything she found, I'm just completely discarding and getting rid of it.
You're dumping her drugs down the toilet.
Yeah, I am. Intervention.
I mean, we've got plenty of fire to dispose of it.
Yeah.
You're not lacking in fire, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So are you guys waiting for the fire to die down, or are you moving on, or?
Well, no one saw the keys except for Ross.
Well, Ross and Saran did, but Ross is the only one who can use common language. So
Steinbeck.
I will go back to the group and
oh yeah, wait, no, Ross and Steinbeck saw it, not Ross and Saran.
Yes.
so the shade, that creature dropped these, and I present the keys. The blacksmith's cart isn't on fire, but it's still rather hot.
I look it over what is literally a giant forge with wheels at the moment.
Now an oven.
It's an extra large forge. Well, I would not recommend walking in there right now.
When I looked, did it look like there was fire inside?
No,
I would suggest, however, we don't sit near the blazing beacons of light, waiting for them to die down. We might be able to keep an eye on them from elsewhere where we're less visible.
Is there something we should do with all these bodies?
Is the corruption still seeping out of them?
Mm-hmm. It's actually corrupting. It's like slowly starting to corrupt the ground underneath them.
Burn them. I'm actually going to look around quickly for like literally a branch or something.
There are a couple branches strewn about.
I'm going to grab one, walk over to the fire, light it, and start walking around and setting fire to the bodies.
Okay.
I will do the same.
I'm gonna first look for crap, where'd my thing go? What's his face? The other dwarf guy, Mason.
Oh,
The
you
other-
find
yeah.
him. You find him. About like
I'm just
two-
gonna
like-
pick his pockets real quick.
okay. So you can give me. I think it's still an investigation roll. Searching. It's a searching roll. Okay. And can I get a Constitution focus from you? Stamina, if you have it.
Don't, but maybe could hope.
All right, so you're fine. You don't get any of the corruption on you.
Mm-hmm.
And as you begin to search his pockets, you find a bag of gold, or I should say a bag of funds. I won't say gold. A rolling up scroll, a jewel encrusted dagger, and a whistle.
And a whistle. Okay. How much money?
When you look inside, it's about 500 coin.
Is it gold or silver or copper? Sovereign.
Sovereigns. It's 500 gold.
500. Okay. I just go ahead and I just put it in my bag, back up, let Magnus do his thing. Still haven't spoke this entire time. Still seething. And are we near woods?
No, you're in a grassland. Well, hold on. Let's consult the map to see where you're at right now. Let's bring.
Because I can't remember how close we were to the Brazilian forest.
Oh, that's Tevinter.
Okay, we're still far enough away, so that's probably still grasslands and farms.
Yeah, like you don't reach like tree lines until you get to here, like right on the edge of the South Reach. So like where you're at right now is pretty much just grasslands.
I'm
gonna start heading west. I'm just walking in silence. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna call back out to Ross. Ross,
Yes.
can you carry that dumb bitch?
Seems it would be easier if we weren't concerned with her anymore.
She has to live.
Any particular reason why?
She's the key to ending the blight. Unfortunately.
Well, I suppose that's a good reason why. Has the blacksmith's cart cooled down at all?
Not at this point in time. Like only about 15 minutes have passed since Magnus has started lighting the bodies.
Well, I'm also helping him in that endeavor to try to speed things up.
So it's gonna take so for everything to die down and everything, and for the wagon to be accessible, you're looking at about 3 hours.
I mean, it is the middle of the night, right?
Yeah. Well, not really in the middle of the night. When Valentha was pulled out of her wagon and everything, it was about the sun was just starting to set. So
Valentha, before we run off, we might want to see if there was anything useful those keys lead to in the blacksmith cart.
We shouldn't be here where we're lit like a beacon. We should at least wander off and keep an eye.
Do I have any sense of how damaging it would be to try to enter the cart?
at the moment right now, you would probably lose the use of your hands for a bit of time.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
You're the muscle now, so we can't have you using your hand.
Once all the bodies are lit, I'm going to take. Did Asthea have a cloak or anything that was on her?
There was a bit of a cloak-like ensemble, but it was kind of attached to her top.
Okay. Well, then we are. You don't get the gloriousness that is that option. We're just going to tie Asthea up and carry her with us.
All right.
I still have some rope.
Now, are you leaving the campsite, or are you heading out, or are you just heading out to keep an eye on the campsite without being next to the bonfire?
That one, in case
That.
anything comes up. We want to make sure we're not right there.
I gotcha.
So
We
we're
don't
going to
want
be
stray.
quite a distance away, but since we're in a grassland, it's still very much in sight. If we're only just like a few hundred feet away from it, we're probably still in view. So probably
You pretty much want to be much want to be out of the reach of the light that the fire
Right.
is emanating. Okay.
right.
So you go. Which direction are you walking? Are you going west, east? If you go south, that's probably a bad
I'm
idea.
just walking west.
Okay, so you're going west. So you're heading more to back towards Lothering, per se.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I have no sense of direction. East. I'm going east.
Okay, so you're going towards the Brazil Forest.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
East.
Okay, I was like, okay, so you're going into a wider grass.
I'm going
area.
where the sun sets to the east.
You can always trust a ranger's sense of direction.
An elf ranger's sense of direction, by the way.
Whoa!
Just because it's
Hey,
probably
I'm
going to
cool.
come up, do I have to make a roll on the whole tying Asthea up thing?
Nope.
Okay.
She's not really putting up any sort of fight.
Okay.
But
so I
if
can
it
take
took
my
you
time.
15 minutes to burn those bodies, I do have 15 more minutes before I wake up. So better
Let's
act
not
quick.
get back
Oh,
out.
you ain't waking up anytime soon.
The
There will
30
also
minutes
be
no
a
longer
gap.
stands.
What's that?
Well, when I got knocked unconscious, you said that they had about 30 minutes before I wake up.
Oh, no, not before you wake up.
Fair enough. That was a very hard hit.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
you had 2 HP. A certain someone did 19 to your head. Yeah, you're out for a while. But yeah. So you guys you tie Esthea up, you sling her over your shoulder, and you walk to the east, probably about a good 200-300 feet off of where the line of the light of the fire is. From where you're standing, you can still see the fire itself, but anybody looking out towards where you're at would technically be light blind at the moment.
Here that we shall hunker down.
Well, there's no trees, so I suppose we're just laying in the grass.
Is Astias Mabari coming along quietly?
Yeah, but he's kind of limping from the hip check that he took from that brutal hip check that he took from Ross.
I'm going to since do I have any health on me? I'm just going to make a wait, where did he get hit again? Where is he hurting?
Like dead on in the ribs.
Ugh. Okay. I'm going to have Saran kind of lean up against it to kind of help support Journeus as they kind of walk, and Astia's gonna, or not Astia, I am gonna kind of look back every once in a while and make sure that he can keep up.
Okay.
And Rojan, oh no, I'm gagging her.
How like what are you using to gag her?
Any strip of cloth or leather suitable for the job that can be found.
Favorite type, used leather.
Okay, so
I just want to go 5 days without being gagged. Just 5 days.
Unless you're tearing an article of clothing or anything, the only cloth or leather that seems to be around you is from the bodies that you just lit on fire.
I mean, we do have Astia's traveling gear.
This is true.
There we go.
And
Hey,
You know
that
what?
nice
You know
cloth?
what? Actually, that cloth, that dirty, nasty cloth that she ripped off to hide that dust. I'm gonna use that to gag her with it.
all right.
Make sure there's no dust left on that.
Oh no, I made sure like shit's off. I'll even put a little bit of my water on it, just be like rinse it out, put some leaves on it, rinse that shit off. And then
Have dirty cloth.
from a
Gagged
rotting
again.
corpse. Yep.
I should have gone with the demon.
I'm surprised you didn't, honestly.
I didn't only because the demon was so hurt and I wanted to make sure she lived.
And instead you just got your ass kicked. All right. So you spend the next couple hours switching shifts, keeping an eye on the fire, and the commotion in the fire itself has seemingly kept any wild animals at bay. So your watches kind of go off without any sort of hitch, thankfully enough. The fire doesn't really attract anything around you. And as the fire dies out and time passes, it gets to be about 1, 2 in the morning when you finally decide that it's probably safe to open up the blacksmith's cart. And it's at that time that Astia starts to come to with your head just splitting with the worst like possible headache that you've ever experienced.
The familiar headache of the broadside of Magnus's axe.
Well, this is a new one because this was the hilt.
Yeah, he pommel striked you.
Oh,
Or pommel struck you.
You're getting familiar with the other parts of it.
as long as I don't get familiar with the sharp end of it.
Yeah, and you're sitting there and like it hurts to even think at the moment, and it takes some time for you to realize, but you realize that you are once again bound and gagged.
Can I tempt the one and only roll that I seem to be good at, forcing the gag out of my mouth with my tongue?
Yes, you can.
Do
Okay.
you have proficiency in?
As soon as I see her, because I know we've been in this situation God knows how many times. Every time I see her trying to do anything with it, I'm just gonna put my hand up over her mouth.
You could give me a seeing roll to see if you actually notice her trying to push the gag out of her mouth. Yeah, you see her like force the gag out of her mouth, pushing it out with her tongue.
You want me to watch her while you guys go gather whatever's left over there?
That might be the best. Try to keep an eye on us, make sure nothing sneaks up behind us.
As long as she doesn't do anything. You know I got
Just
your back.
tighten the gag a little.
And is she sitting up or is she laying down?
Sitting up.
So like you're like holding the gag in front of her face.
All right, I'm pushing her head down. And I'm not even looking at her. I'm just watching them walk away.
Am I coherent enough to cast any spells, since I don't have to have my hands or mouth free for that?
You can try, but I'm telling you right now, any spell that you try to cast is going to be at a -3 because of that headache.
And I have a dagger out, by the way, watching.
I just want to put some rock armor on, just in case. The thought of being alone with Valentha doesn't exactly inspire confidence in me right now.
Oh, good. I'm striking fear.
Oh, yeah. Target number was 10.
Target
and if
number
it's
is hit, yeah.
then, okay.
Waiting till Thea starts
So
flinching
target
every
number
time.
would be 13. So yeah, you're fine.
Okay. So
I
have
hear
some
it, but I
armor
don't
now.
flinch. I just keep watching. Hand still on her mouth.
As we're walking away, I'm going to look back at Valentha and say, fire warning shot if you see anything.
I have a fire arrow. You'll certainly see it.
That'll do.
All right, Magnus and Ross, you guys make it back to the now smoldering caravan. Burnt corpses all around you, but the corruption slowly burned away throughout the night. What's reminiscent of any of the wooden carriages and whatever horses pulled them are now smoldering black in ruins. The only thing that seems to be standing as sort of a marker of this now gravesite is the iron wagon that the blacksmith was using.
Gonna walk up to the door and try the keys.
All right, you try the key and you hear a thankful click as the door unlocks and swings open.
I have my sword out, by the way, just in case, because we're all on edge. Yeah, gonna go in and look around for anything useful.
So you go, as soon as you open the door, you see that there is, you can smell it as well, but there is a corpse that's been pretty much turned into jerky inside the wagon. And in its like wrapped in its arms is this small iron chest. Along
Do I
the
see
wall,
corruption on it?
no. Along the walls, you see like various blades hanging almost up in display, as if that he was making them just in case something happened to the caravan. The resource box that he had running on empty, as he had been working tirelessly through the extent of this trip.
Anything of particular note? Anything catch my eye as far as like this would be a good weapon to have, or
there are multiple blades all along the walls. There are daggers, short swords, long swords. Are pretty much the majority of what makes up any of the arsenal that he was making.
Does there look to be anything that is lyrium infused in any way?
You can give me a search roll for that.
Oh, search is
Yes. Oh wait, no, that wasn't you that rolled it.
No, that was me.
Ah, okay.
Looking for it too.
All right, so Magnus, you're looking around. You really can't find anything. But Ross, you come across a pair of daggers that looks to be infused with some sort of enchantment on them.
I'm going to take them.
All right, and like the moment you take them, the blades kind of like light up a bit with a bit of electricity.
Ooh.
Ooh. You can
This
hit
looks like
demons
fun.
now. Too bad it's too late.
No, we still have a living one.
It's true.
Anything else other than those?
Everything else just seems to be basic run-of-the-mill weaponry.
Okay. I'll turn my attention to the body clutching the iron chest then.
Okay.
Is there a trap check of any sorts to do?
I believe there is. Give me one moment, I can tell you.
I don't have a focus in it, if there is one, but if there's a check I can do without a focus, I would like to.
Yes, it would be engineering. So a cunning focus.
Cunning. Okay.
You
Well,
think
it's
this
not
thing is trapped to the hells.
Are you going like 666 now? You're 111s? What the hell, man?
You look at this chest, and for some reason, in your mind, this thing has been enchanted with every horror imaginable. Like just touching it, or just looking at it, and then like you looking at the body, you think this is what caused this body to be turned into jerky.
Magnus, are you in the cart
Yes.
with me?
I was perusing the weaponry on the walls.
Okay. I'm gonna. All right, Magnus. I don't think we should touch that.
I look at the box or whatever he's pointing at. Do I see a box?
Yeah, you see a small iron chest, clutched in clutched in to the chest with like its arms wrapped around it of this small jerkified body.
Are we talking like small box, like 1 foot?
Kind of like a strong box,
Okay.
like a merchant strong box.
Is there chains or anything around it,
Nope.
or just like a lock on the front?
It looks like it's just got a simple lock on the front of it.
I just take the end of my axe, the crescent axe, and just sort of lift it out of the arms. Just
Okay.
sort of push it up and
And
out.
as he's doing this, I'm like backing out the door because I think something's gonna blow up.
All right, as he does that, the box falls out of the arms of the body with like a very audible thud, giving you the idea of something rather heavy is inside of it.
Given the fact that everything here has been barbecued, fricasseed, and everything, and nothing has exploded, I'm just going to pick up the box.
Okay.
I will jump down out of the cart at that point and kind of go around the side of the door, like trying to get some cover.
And Ross, you can hear your heart beating in your ears from just the terror, the terror and the thought of about to watch like maybe a new friend just become a side of beef. But he just picks the chest up without an issue. Nothing happens.
Be like, well, if you care to press your luck, here's the keys. I'll be over there.
I'll take the keys. The anvil and everything is still inside, right?
Yes.
I'll just set my axe down on the anvil, set the box down on something else, and open it.
All right. And
Hopefully.
when you open it, you find a very heavy sack of coin. And then a very heavy chunk of raw lyrium.
Oh my god.
Don't give it to Thea. Don't give it to
It's
Thea.
not red lyrium though. It's just
No.
regular lyrium.
That's
Straight
true.
raw
Blue lyrium.
lyrium. Blue lyrium.
Okay. Is there a chunk of leather that is not the small body on the ground?
Yeah, there are leather strips inside the
Okay.
thing.
I'm going to take the coins out, take the piece of raw lyrium, and just wrap it up very heavily so it
Okay.
doesn't rattle around. Put it back in the box. Close the box.
All right, and as like you grab the lyrium, a small piece of paper falls out from behind it.
I'm going to set the paper aside, continue wrapping it, put it back in, then read the paper.
Okay. And you see that it's like when you unfold the paper and everything, it's a diagram,
What does it look like a diagram for?
a staff. And it shows that the lyrium itself is supposed to be used in where placed in a housing at the top of it, and then runes are to be inscribed around the staff itself, almost as if sealing the lyrium. And
Is
then
there
the
Any
word
notes?
the words tranquility staff written underneath it.
Oh.
Shit, son.
Never mind, don't want it.
I am going to take the paper and fold it back up, put it under the piece of lyrium, close the box, and bring it with me.
Okay.
What was that?
An option if we need it.
All right. Before we leave the cart, I'm like, were there any throwing daggers or any good stuff like that I can just grab?
Yep. If you're looking for a set of throwing daggers, you could probably grab about 6 of them.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you wanted to load up on daggers when we were creating your character?
Yeah, now I got more.
You had like 2 on each thigh, and oh god. There you go.
Hey,
Now I got spares.
you could never have too many throwing daggers.
That's so true.
You
He
lose
was
them
like-
in the grass. You lose them in the bushes. You lose them.
It was
how-
just
You
it
lose
was
them
just
in
funny.
people.
Because we were talking about this during his character creation, where he's like, I want so many daggers, so many throwing daggers. I'm like, oh my god.
Where you
that's-
actually are just have armor made out of daggers.
well, if
It's
you
like
look
it's
at
like
my-
Game of Thrones.
at
It's
my
like
art-
the throne with all the swords, but it's daggers.
Yeah, if you look at my character art, you'll see there's 2 throwing daggers on each hip, just ready to draw and throw.
Now he looks like a porcupine.
Yes.
Stick it on the other
Yes.
way. I love it. I love it.
All I can think now is that damn sword comic. Lord. Anyways, now that I've proven the box does not explode, I'm going to hand it to Ross and say, do not shake that.
All right.
It has raw lyrium inside. Don't shake it too hard.
Understood.
I'm assuming he knows what will happen.
I don't know, Ross. Do you know what will happen with raw lyrium?
That might be more of a question for the BioWare guru.
Oh no. I mean, does Ross know?
Yeah, I don't know how much Kanari actually know just on average about lyrium and stuff like that.
If I had to guess, and this is completely up to Rojan, Kunari are kind of 50-50 with what they know about it. However, your specific position, where you're all about knowledge, you may potentially know. You, out of most Kunari, would probably know, but again, it's 50-50.
Actually, let's go. Okay, so let's go ahead and do
Roll.
a arcane lore. You could either no natural lore. Let's do natural lore.
Yeah. So which attribute?
That's cunning.
Cunning.
Yeah, you know about raw lyrium.
Okay. Cool.
Don't shake it.
As
The reason I wrapped it.
As Magnus just has that thought in his head of, oh crap, I knocked it to the ground.
I just kind of poked it. It's not like I threw the box.
Also, there's no way we're letting the Cerebos get her hands on this.
We have the keys. We have the box.
Are you sure she's the key to ending the blight?
Well, if not, I mean, there's other options.
God, what happened?
Muted.
Who, me?
Wait, who was muted?
I didn't hear Raven respond.
Oh.
If not, there are other options. And I'm just going to start wandering back to where Asthea is. I mean, well, Asthea technically, Valentha.
I'll follow.
Okay. So while all this is going on and they're goofing around in the cart, what has Valentha been doing this entire time?
To be completely honest, she has been in absolute silence. She has not been looking at Asthea this entire time. Hand has been completely over her mouth the entire time. Dagger out. Bow is ready at her side if she needs to switch, but the dagger is for technically herself against Asthea if need be. But yeah, just super awkward.
What about
Or
you?
if at least I was in that position, it'd be super awkward.
What about you, Asthea?
Even though her hand is holding it in place, I'm still trying to push that disgusting rag out of my mouth.
It's not technically in your mouth since your mouth is shut. You haven't really opened it to allow it. She's kind of just putting it against your lips.
Okay, well, if it's not actually in my mouth, then I won't worry about it. But I do kind of pull away from her hand every once in a while. Not in an effort to really circumvent it, but just as an act of defiance.
And hand is still on there.
I'm just seeing Valentha sitting on Asthea's chest, just hand on the mouth, like looking out. Just.
I thought about it, but no, I'm sitting like right next to her because that's how I pushed her back, and I'm just watching.
While I'm there, actually, can I feel how tightly the ropes around my hands and stuff are? They're loose enough to wiggle my hands a bit, or?
Just as a note, this wasn't like binding hands and feet. This was like full body wrapping.
Is that the whole like the hands and the feet are connected with the rope?
Yeah, but there's a whole lot of like looping around the legs continuously.
He kind of tied her up like a villain would when they tied him to the train tracks.
That's what I was just thinking.
There wasn't she'll wiggle out of this.
Though, SDA, you can definitely give me a dexterity focus. Oh, and by the way, it's just for further knowledge here, traps are dexterity focus. you have also 6 roleplay stunts.
Oh,
You're
boy.
mostly talking.
Um.
It's actually, yeah, that's the downside to that, is that it's pretty much just talking.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is also like for situations like this, if you guys have an idea as to how you can use them, I'm all ears.
Oh, okay, good. Anytime she makes like a move too, like not just her squirming, if I notice she's trying to do something, I'm paying closer attention to her.
I am going to use 4 of those 6 points for Tower of Will
Okay.
to give myself a slight edge in case I need it during the rest of this whole scenario.
All right. And with your dexterity, technically acrobatics, even though like everything is tight, you know of a way that you can slip out of your bindings.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to squirm around to loosen them to the point where they're comfortable, but so they're still on me, but I can slip out really quick if I need to.
Okay.
While I'm noticing her squirming more, I'm putting more pressure on her and I start looking at her.
I just narrow my eyes and stare right back at you.
Don't you think you've done enough damage?
Can't respond. I have a thing on my mouth. Just keep staring at
You
you.
can nod.
Eyes. Oh, there's no nodding.
That's fine. Can't you sit still for just 5 minutes?
Squirm a little more.
I just kind of play with the knife a little bit in my hand. I am so sick of everything you keep doing. You keep putting us in danger. And now you're coordinating future plans with a demon. You can't even comprehend what you've done. You're so far up on top of that mountain of yours, you can't even see below the clouds. I know what happens when you make deal with demons. I've seen it firsthand. It's not pretty. So call me a liar. All you want. I know what I've seen. You're going down that path, and if I have to strike you down, I will. But unfortunately, you have to stay alive for now. I haven't told you this, but you are the key to ending this blight. I know you're oh so excited that your little fake god is going to rule the land. Do you think he's going to be kind to you? Your people might be the first to go. And if not, eventually. I know of your Venatori and all that. Worshipping a false god. You're just deceiving yourself. So be in denial all you want. I know what I know. And I'm going to stop this blight. I tried being friends with you. I tried at least being civil with you. And you just keep throwing so much back at me. Not just me, Magnus. And everyone else. You summoning that demon, though you did not do it directly, you slaughtered all those people. Deny it, but you slaughtered everyone. I know Tevinter's fine with bloodshed. I am not. So if you want us to work together, I'm not saying, oh, be my slave, obey my every command. I'm just saying stop touching everything that is a danger to all of us. That includes red lyrium. I know your little daddy was like, oh no, don't touch that. That's mine. Guess what? There's a reason probably behind it. Did he use it for good? I don't know. But I know what it is capable of, and it is dangerous. And I look back out.
Rojan's muted.
Sorry. I muted myself. I was going to say, if you said anything after it was dangerous, you like the camera sort of froze.
Oh no, that was it.
Okay.
It was just intense stare of like, bitch, you hear me?
Respond. She wanted to respond real bad, especially after the daddy thing, but she couldn't.
All right, and as you turn around to look back, you can see both Magnus and Ross coming back towards you, with Ross holding a what looks to be an iron strong box in his arms.
Figured you found something.
Oh, did we?
By the way, be careful what you say if there's anything good inside, because Her Royal Highness is awake.
Oh. Did you want me to fix that?
You know what? I want to say yes, but it's the middle of the night. She's probably going to pass out anyway. We'll see if we have an understanding, although we've tried this before, but we'll see. Not now. What did you find?
Just pull the coin, the bag of coins out, and found this. It should cover traveling expenses.
Oof. That's good. Now that my nerves are somewhat calm, I pull out my sack as well. Looks like we both found a little bit of gold along the way.
And a pretty box.
Oh,
And
what's inside?
A pile of papers. We'll go through them later.
All right.
Shadow Fox, what were you going to say?
I draw both the lyrium infused daggers and kind of do a little twirl thing. Found these.
And as you twirl them, they like begin to spark up again.
Oh. No offense, that would have been good a few hours ago, but now we're better prepared. We just need Magnus, and with this money, might be able to help that out when we eventually reach town.
Tell me about it.
So, I know it's late and we should probably go to bed, but I feel like I should tell you my thoughts of a plan now that they've been altered.
Rojan, could you tell me a little bit about these daggers? Is it
The daggers themselves still do the same amount of damage as a normal dagger, but instead of dealing like the slashing damage that a dagger would, it now deals shock damage.
okay? So I'll go up to Valentha and present one and be like, "Would you like one?"
I wouldn't mind having one, actually, if that's all right, if you're willing to part with it.
For
In
now.
fact, I actually found another dagger, but as far as I could tell, it has no magical properties. It's just very ornate. And I'll pull out the jeweled dagger. I also found this whistle, though I'm sort of not wanting to blow it and see what happens.
Did we ever hear a whistle go off in all of our...
Nope.
Okay. As the fact that we've never heard it in all this time, I think you're right.
I mean, he seemed like a straightforward person, but he did grab some strange things when he inherited the cart. Who knows if it's something else he found there, and I'm not sure I want to chance it, but maybe we'll inspect it further, but the dagger just looks like a dagger to me. Could go for something. Not that we're too strapped for cash right now, but you never know.
Does that dagger look like it would mean anything to me? On the off chance.
Mean something to you? Not in a sense that it holds any cultural value, but the way that like the hilt and everything has been designed, you can tell that somebody paid a pretty penny for this dagger.
Okay.
Like the gems in the hilt alone would have probably costed him about 500 gold.
Well, damn.
Well, one plan I had. I feel like we should take a slight detour and go around the rim of the Brazilian forest and make our way almost cutting across to Denerim and stay off the main road. It's been nothing to endanger for us. To the Brazilian forest or to Denerim from there?
To Denerim. How much time will it add to our journey?
How much, DM?
So you're looking at going to like just onto the edge of the Brazilian forest and then going up along that edge to Denerim.
Yeah. I think I can't tell if that's a road or a river.
That little outline right there on the edge of the forest is a river.
Okay, yeah. So basically the river. Going to the river and then just making our way up. And then we'll eventually, kind of when we get towards Dragon's Peak, we'll be back on the main road and go up.
Okay, so you're looking at cutting up through the river and then in through the Brazilian forest towards Dragon's Peak.
But again, just on the outskirts. So
yeah.
Not right smack into it, but yeah.
Okay. So you're looking at probably from where you're at now, you're probably looking at about a day and a half, 2 days travel to get to the river.
Okay.
And then navigating through the edge of the forest, then up through Dragon's Peak to Denerim. You're probably gonna reach there in probably about, I'd say, a total of a week.
Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of sit there and just kind of calculate.
Oh no, I'm sorry, not even a week. I would say 5
like
days.
5 days. 5 days. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if I remember correctly, it's about almost just shy of 2 days to get to the Brazilian forest, and just a few more days after that. I'd say less than a week for us to get there. As long as there's no side trouble. And of course there always is.
I'd rather.
It seems like Side Trouble is that one's middle name.
Well, she's not guilty for all of our encounters. What are you thinking, Magnus?
It would definitely be safer than being out here in the open.
Don't like that there's no hiding.
The fact that we can't hide ourselves from anything out here leaves a bit to be desired.
Agreed, and to be honest, I could probably find better food closer to the forest as well. Out here, it's mostly just going to be rabbits. Mostly. Nothing big game, really. Could find maybe a deer, maybe a bear, but it's unlikely otherwise. But the problem is, we can't really drag her the entire time. It's just going to slow us down. And if we have Ross carry her, even if we find a cart, it's still just going to slow us down a bit. So we need to find a way to somewhat work together, I suppose. Or at least find a common understanding.
And with that, Magnus goes over and sits down next to his Thea, who's obviously awake at this point. I don't know. Can can we travel without having to drag, carry, or otherwise be slowed down by any random problems?
She looks over at you, but doesn't gesture in any way and doesn't say anything with her mouth still covered.
I mean,
After um when I say coexists and all that stuff, I actually take my hand off. You're still gagged, but my hand's off, you know.
Same thing, her mouth is still covered with the gag, but she just kind of stares at you, Magnus.
I tug the gag down off your mouth.
Am I free to speak now?
As long as you answer the question.
And if my answer isn't to your liking?
Then we go with option B.
Which is?
I just kind of drive the hilt of the axe into the ground next to me.
So, option A and option B are the same then?
The difference is willingly or unwillingly.
Oh, I'll willingly go with you and willingly work with you. Yeah, side eyes Valentha. If you stop trying to suppress me.
You're not really giving us an option to not.
Well, you weren't really giving me an option either, were you?
Well, you
How
tried.
so?
How do you expect me to cooperate with you when all you try to do is control me?
I am
killed the
trying to tell you to
blacksmith.
stop touching red lyrium, and you don't, so I have to find other means. Trust me, I'm not forcing you to stop. I am trying to give you friendly advice, useful advice, and you it's just laid upon empty ears. Don't even
To
listen.
be fair, Asthea, I don't know what exactly you did, but that, and I gesture towards the entire smoldering remains of the caravan, and all those people's lives are on you.
A situation that never would have occurred if somebody didn't take the mask from where I put it.
And you let a demon, a demon, free into the world.
You don't have much experience with demons, do you, Magnus?
But I do.
You don't let a demon do anything. They take advantage anywhere they can get it.
So you admit you were weak.
I admit I faltered because a mask was put on me that suppressed my ability to fight back.
And what happens if you falter again?
What
You're just a
happens if
danger to
I'm
us?
masked again?
Well, the mask is gone.
It
There's only
really
one.
is.
Then there's no problem.
I know it's Sika's.
Except for all those bodies.
They're just a minor speed bump. We're still on our way to our destination, aren't we?
Life is just nothing to you. We're all just insects in your eyes, aren't we?
We have a goal, and we're still on the path to that goal. That's all that matters.
You haven't answered me. It doesn't matter. You're Tavinta. I already know what your answer is. I won't like it either way.
Then there's no need for me to respond.
So I ask you again, Asthea. Willingly, without fuss, issue, or any more episodes, or unwillingly, carried like a wild game into the next town.
And my response is the same, Magnus. I will willingly cooperate with all of you, even the brute over there, if you agree to stop trying to suppress me.
And again, I'll agree to that when you stop giving us a reason to.
Then start giving me the chance.
No more red.
Magnus, haven't I given her chances?
And as this arguing is going on, you see a very large hand jut up from the ground about 15 feet away from you.
That wasn't me.
As you can see,
Not me.
like, the muscles are like gnarled and twisted as it begins to pull itself up out of the soil, and a very large almost contorted looking darkspawn is now hovering above the group, or looming above the group, I should say, not really hovering.
It's like, oh God.
That wasn't you.
And with that, we're gonna go ahead and take our final break for the night. So give us about 5 minutes, guys. We're gonna step away really quick, just get something to drink, and then we will come back for the final hour of this episode of Blood on the Gray.
I love you, Fox.
We are back. Sorry about it took a little bit longer than I expected. I had to deal with some animals that were afraid of fireworks. Because animals do not understand freedom. So, Estia. All right, so as we left off, you guys were in the middle of a heated argument as this twisted abomination came up, pulling itself up out of the ground. And as it begins to look up at you, the one eye that is still visible over its like deformed face just shines a bright red as like this heat begins to emanate off of it. And Estia, you realize this isn't a darkspawn but a demon. A very large rage demon.
Blah!
This one's not my fault.
I think I may have summoned this. I don't know. I did say I had a lot of rage.
There's definitely a
does
lot
it-
of hostility between the group.
Yeah. Does it look hostile?
Yeah.
Okay.
My roach
I'm-
is just like, yeah.
I had to
What
ask.
part of rage demon doesn't sound hostile to you?
Just being clear here. So I'm gonna pull my hands out from behind my back, free from the ropes as they have been for quite a while. Then I'm gonna go to try and throw an arcane lance at it. Nothing's gonna happen, and I'm gonna look at my hands and realize I don't have my bloody gauntlets on.
Yep. And I'm going to need initiative from everyone.
We have stabbed you in the hands enough times. They are officially bloody gauntlets now.
I don't need them, right? It's just a focus.
I kind of need it to be worth anything.
Just straight dex, right?
Yep.
Just roll a dex hit. And once we actually have our characters loaded, life will be good.
Your character should be on the turn order now.
I see
We-
nothing.
We need
Are
a
on the
map
wrong
to go
map.
with that.
Oh,
Oh, that too.
my bad.
Thank
There
you.
we go.
Ogren, I love you, but mommy's playing right now. Yes.
What am I at for HP?
You are at 10.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing that right. Got
Oh,
it.
you know what? I don't know what the rules are. I guess technically we did take 5, but I know what 3 or 4 hours have gone by. So what do we do as far as like our hit dice? Even though I know I don't know the rules for this.
There
Other than
are
just take 5.
actually-
Can we do that like every hour or?
Nope, it's once after a combat.
Oh, it's after combat.
Yep.
Okay.
Afterwards, you need rest.
Okay.
Drop and rest.
That's why I wasn't sure, but I just wanted to make sure. Let's see here.
That's not what I want.
Oh, I'm almost at full health, so yeah, it's cool. Straw never got hit, so he's good. Okay, so
Make
now let me
sure-
actually roll my initiative like a good person.
Make sure you heal your dog, Fox.
Oh right.
You would have
what
had
are the-
downtime.
Can dogs take 5?
Yep.
Slash lick
Oh
wound.
God, Saran, you're killing me here. It's actually +3, not +4. So wait, yeah, +3. +3. Oh God. At least you're not too far behind me, I guess.
Hmm. All right. Wow. Good job there, Rage Demon.
He's raging so hard he forgot what he was doing.
He's blinded by his rage.
Okay, so Durinius can start us off.
He's going to run over to my side, and as per his usual, press the attack so he can move with me.
Okay. Valentha.
I'm uncomfortably close to it.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. For an archer, I'm uncomfortably close. Let's go just one more for good measure. There's enough people. There's enough people in front of it. It's gonna work its way to her if all else fails. Okay, so yeah. Taking aim and shooting it into face. Cause I am not ready for this shit. Valentha's like, ugh, now.
So what is that? 6, 10, 13, 6, 17 will hit.
I wish it would just total it up. That would be nice. I'm sure there's some strange way to do it.
Have to be programmed into the macroing.
Possibly.
Okay, so you let that arrow fly and it sinks into the body of the rage demon, but you don't see any sort of damage done to it, as the flames of its body seem to consume the flame of the arrow.
I know it's a fire arrow, but it's still does it still do damage because it is enchanted?
I do not believe so, because it is of the same element.
Damn it. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of see what happens and go, oh, Venedus. All right. And I'm gonna just put my bow away and take out the daggers, and that's my turn.
All right. Ross.
Just from my knowledge, is there a flanking type bonus that can be had?
There is none, no.
Okay. Well, either way, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll go here.
Okay.
And using my new shock dagger, I will strike at it.
Alrighty. 2,
Probably
4,
not.
8, 10, 11. 11 will not strike it. Do you kind of like take a slash at it, at the dagger, and for some reason you misjudge the distance and end up coming short with the slice.
I'm used to my short sword.
Steinbeck.
All right. Steinbeck is going to literally run for its legs and try to grab one on the way by.
It doesn't really have any legs. It's kind of just like this, like the bottom part of it's almost like a slug, kind of like, because of the torrent of fire that it's like birthed from.
Well, there's going to be grabbing and dragging.
Okay.
That's the aim.
All right.
That would have been a charge, so 3d6.
A 15 will strike it.
Okay. And it actually hits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alrighty. Estia.
Is my equipment on the ground around me anywhere?
I don't know, Zora. Where is it at?
Oh wait, what? Oh, her stuff?
Her stuff. I think you have it.
It's on my person.
And I'm just gonna hold out my hand.
You don't know I have it.
I mean, you've taken it before.
So you
Can
just
I assume that she has it?
Yeah, you can assume she has it.
Can
That's
I
fair. That's fair.
perceive that she has it?
I mean, unless she's like dumped all of your stuff out of like unless she's like put all of your stuff in her bag and just left your bag back at the camp. You probably see your bag on her person.
I was kind of thinking, and feel free to tell me if I'm wrong, where I was kind of doing like a backpackception and just kind of rolling up her bag since she had such little stuff, just kind of roll it up and put it in my bag.
I don't think you could backpackception it.
Okay, I'll dump it. I would have dumped it in my bag then.
Okay. So you just dumped her stuff into your bag and just tossed hers behind?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not my generic brown bag. How dare you?
The one that's worth like 2 copper.
How dare you? I've had that since we were in prison together. In that case, let's see how far that thing is.
Yeah, because I would not make it known that I had it just all out, all willy-nilly.
Okay, in that case, I still would have moved, but I would have done this before I moved. I'm gonna cast Walking Bomb on it.
All right, and that's not something you need your gauntlets for?
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
The only thing I need the gauntlets for is my Arcane Lance, which is my bread and butter, but you know. So the target number for this is 13.
Alrighty. Hey.
Okay.
All right, so it's got to make a save, right? Or it's got to do some sort of contest against it.
At the start of each of its turns, it needs to make a stamina test versus my spell power.
And your spell power is 13?
Yep.
All right.
It does take 1d6 plus 1 penetrating damage right now, though.
All right. I will go ahead and mark it so I know that it's got a walking bomb on it.
It takes 2 damage.
A whole whopping 2 damage. Oh, wow. Watch
I
out.
feel
Big
I should
roller
be-
here.
I feel I should be afraid of this walking bomb scenario since it's standard. And I got no clue.
Saran.
Fire bad.
Fire bad.
He's gonna kind of whimper slightly because he's like, oh man, we just had a lot of fire. I'm done with fire. But because he's a warhound, he's gonna suck it up. He's gonna go and he's gonna go ahead and eventually get enchanted claws and enchanted teeth at some point.
13 will not hit.
No, all right. Well, you tried, boy. It's okay. He's okay.
Magnus.
Oh, Magnus, I am basically going to do a stutter step hop to get some air time and try to bring my axe down on it.
Try to dunk him.
Yep, exactly.
Dunk Master Magnus.
Yep. And taking aim with that.
Ooh. That'll hit, and you got 6 stunt points there.
Oh. Alrighty. I'm gonna burn 5 of that for lethal blow.
All right, that adds 2d6, correct?
That it does. So,
Oof. That 20 damage.
and since I get to, I'm just gonna put all the force straight down. Technically, I can move it, but I'm just pushing straight down.
Okay. So, On its turn, it kind of lets out a roar of frustration as a torrent of flame bursts out around it. Everybody around it is going to take, wow, a whole 2 fire damage.
I feel you, Demon. I feel
And
you on that one.
Doggo takes nothing because his armor rating is
No,
amazing.
this is penetrating.
Oh.
This is penetrating. This is magic. This isn't armor.
Why you do this?
Rage demon.
Why you do this? That's okay. I'll whopping too. I'll take
All right, and because Magnus put the most amount of violence into it right there, kind of turns to him and just lashes out with one of its fists, throwing a punch here. $21 gonna hit you?
Yeah.
Oof.
Damn.
All right, so for a total of 14 points of damage.
Okay.
Darinius. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta make a stamina roll, right?
Oh, that's right. Yep.
All right, 14.
Hey, made it. So, walking bomb fades away.
Probably for the best for the group.
Probably.
Darinius.
He is going to sit right in front of me like a good boy.
Like a good shield. Volanta.
Yes.
I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna. I have plenty of movement to go behind him.
Okay.
So you know what? Is flanking a thing in this?
Nope.
Damn it! All right, doesn't.
Shadow Fox asked that before the during the fight as well.
Oh, that's yeah.
Everybody wants flanking.
I'm not used to flanking because I'm just ranged. Damn it. Okay. Oh.
Find the third ed D&D players.
And I don't have really I can't stab him twice. It was just the one time, I guess. So.
Yep.
No, you didn't start adjacent to it, so you can do your backstab.
I think my backstab has to. I have to make a stealth check because he has to unexpectedly.
Mm-hmm.
He has to know I'm not there, so I have to do a opposed test with him to do that. So I guess I could do that just to
Yep.
see if I get the extra damage on top of it.
Yep.
So stealth is dexterity. Ooh, I like that. I like that.
All right, so for some reason you're stealthed
He's too focused on.
because this is Dragon Age and you can stealth right in front of somebody's eyes and it still takes effect.
I mean, you can do that in
It's
Skyrim.
still the middle of the night, and he's really bright, so he's giving himself light blindness.
It's
That's true.
it's not middle of the night. It's probably about 4 o'clock in the morning at the moment.
Oh,
Close enough.
So sunrise.
It describes backstab differently than sneak attack, so it's just she came from an unexpected direction.
Okay, so if that's the case, this roll I make is actually a +4 on top of it.
Okay.
Oh, wait, Oh, it's asking me. Okay, am I using the name action? Yes, so I guess a +2 on top of whatever I roll now. Okay,
Right.
so a +2 on top of that.
You will hit and you have 3 stunt points.
Sweet! So first things first, let me just go ahead and do this just because I know I'll forget. So that's that. And then because of the backstab, it's an extra D6.
So a total of 13.
13. And then for the stunt, I don't like this. I'm like, hut. What do I have? I have 3. I have 3. 3. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. And if I make a second attack, do I still get backstab? Probably not. It might be just the first attack. I don't ever use backstab because I'm not that kind of rogue.
It's only the first attack.
That's what I thought. Okay. I won't chance it. I'll do Mighty Blow. So I'll go ahead and I'll do an extra. Oh, thanks. Not worth it.
Helper dice.
14.
So you did a total of what, 13 before?
I did 13 and then that measly little one.
Dice running around screaming, "I am helping."
I don't like this. I'm too close. I don't like this. I could punch a mage in the face, but I don't like being this close to a demon.
All right, Ross.
I have a question. Can you, if you don't have to use up your full movement, can you move, attack, then move?
Yep.
And is there something similar to attacks of opportunity in this?
Nope.
Wow, they're making this too easy.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so obviously I can't do it right now, but I want to start using my backstab in the future, so I'm going to do that, but can't do it right now because I'm adjacent. Shock dagger attack.
That'll hit.
18.
That'll hit.
Eight damage. Shock.
All right.
And I will move over here.
All righty. Steinbeck.
Steinbeck is going to attempt to latch on to the butt and pull. And since he does not have to move, he is going to aim carefully.
Hopefully.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh.
That ain't gonna hit.
What is up with the ones? Oof.
Steinbeck, I'm disappointed.
No treats for you tonight, mister.
Estia.
Well, without my gauntlets, there's literally only one thing I can do. I'm going to move here, so I'm within 10 yards of it. I'm going to use Walking Bomb again. Hey, I made it.
You made it. All right, so he's walking
Take
bombed
that.
again.
1d6. Not 1d67. 1d6.
And this is this penetrating or is this just normal?
This is penetrating.
Penetrating, okay.
And then I will use the rest of my movement to go back over here, and that's as far as I can go.
All right. Saran.
Well, you know, Doggo's gonna do what Doggo's gonna do. Fail. Ah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gonna fail.
I don't blame you, buddy. I
Magnus.
don't blame you.
And I am going to line up the signature uppercut with an axe.
That'll be what, 14? 14 will not hit. All right, so again, everybody around him. So Magnus, Valantha, Steinbeck, and Saran. Little Gala fire. This time 6 fire damage.
And it will make a stamina test.
Yep.
Versus 13. God damn it. Spell fades again.
Stop it.
All right, so it glides on over here. Boom, right here. And then he outstretches his hand for a moment. And a wave of fire like rushes through the ground. He's gonna cast a spell here.
That's not cool.
Had to ruin my backstab, didn't you?
All right, So target number is 12. He hit it. So I am going to need, let's see. I need to do the measurement again. So here. Okay, so I'm going to need Steinbeck and Ross to give me some saves here. So I'm going to
Now,
need.
I've got a note here says you suffer a -1 penalty on all ability tests to resist spells and other magical effects, such as
Oof.
magic item powers. Does this count
Yeah,
as one of those?
This is a spell effect, yes.
Okay.
Wait, what is that? What
I,
is that?
I need you to give me a dexterity acrobatics test.
Dang.
Even with that minus, let's see, 4, 8, 10, 13, 12.
12.
You make it.
What's the range on the spell he's using?
8 yards. 8 yards long, 2 yards wide. So it's pretty much a line.
Yeah. The rest of you got real lucky on that one.
Yep. I need a dexterity roll from Steinbeck as well.
That was the 18.
Oh, that was the 18. Okay, so both of you make it. So you are only going to take 6 fire damage. Darinius.
Best boy being best boy.
Doing nothing. Valenta.
Okay, because I barely use it, I am so sorry if I sound like a broken record, but since he's moved, do I get backstab again if I sneak successfully?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's why I just wanted to ask. I'm like, can I do this again?
It says you must approach your opponent with a move action. Where is it?
Where is this?
It basically just said that you must start your turn not next to them.
Not backstab an enemy that you begin your turn adjacent.
Let's see. It's backstab, you said?
Backstab, yeah.
Backstab. You can inflict extra
This is
damage with
why
a
I'm an
melee
archer.
attack if you can strike an opponent from an unexpected direction. You must approach your opponent with a move action and win an opposed test. Your stealth versus their perception. Yep. So yeah. So you can definitely try for a backstab again. When you do your movement, you just roll a stealth to see if they notice you, or if you are sneaky.
Sneak, 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 sneak.
Stab.
Oh,
Mama!
Yep. So you sneak.
Stab, 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 stab. Bring forth my holy dagger!
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
That'll hit. I think.
Yes!
6, 11, 12. Yep. That will hit.
Yes! I'm going to... I'm used to hitting this right now. Yes! Maximum! So 15.
15.
I don't like getting this close.
Are you sure you want to be a ranger?
Ross.
Well, you moved adjacent to me, so I don't get my backstab.
Sorry.
That's not your fault.
Hey, it's like the only time I'm probably ever going to use it until like 20 episodes from now. I don't know. It's not a thing I'm going to do.
So just straight up attack with the shock dagger.
5 stunt points and it will hit.
Okay, let's see here. I've got 5 stunt points.
You get an extra 2d6 if you lethal blow.
Yeah, I'm seeing that and I'm liking it as well.
Oh, hello.
He's like,
So
I believe I will do
yeah,
that.
I would like to lethal blow.
Okay.
So this is my normal damage,
All
9
right.
and then 2d6. So 15 total. And I'm going to step away, probably all the way out here.
Okay. Steinbeck.
Steinbeck growls, barks, and goes for an appendage.
Alrighty.
3d6 plus that.
14 will not hit.
Ooh.
Esthea.
Well,
Beck whines he's not getting fed.
I have no weapons. I have no focus. And I have 1 mana point. So
I sit down.
I'm going to try to use my 1 mana point to heal myself for 1d6, I guess.
Okay.
Ooh, I
11.
just barely make it.
Barely make it.
All right. I take my 2 points of healing and I sit
I have
down.
to say, you're lucky because if you failed that with a 1 dragon dice, that
Yeah.
would have been
Yeah, that
a
was real
magical
close.
failure.
Thea would have like permanent trauma at that point.
Saran.
You know what? He's having a bad day fighting demons. He's just gonna plant his butt and just watch. Wait for Mama to call him over.
All right, Magnus.
She'll step out just a smidge.
Oh, he is making this incredibly difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Well, hop, skip, jump, and axe goes.
6, 10, 14, 16. That'll hit.
That'll do.
We now know it's AC. Yay! Ooh.
All right, so I'm
That
not.
was
I'm
low.
gonna stop you there because you've killed him. As the blow comes down, you dunk on him, cleaving him in half. The body just kind of falls down to like a very like molten liquid for a moment before solidifying into just like this black mound.
I'm just gonna fall.
That
to
is
my-
what demons do.
Ugh.
And I'm just staring at Thea.
I'm just
Like
over
that.
there sitting on the ground, cross-legged, petting Durinius.
I don't like being that close, especially to demons.
You did good. Almost like you knew what you were doing.
We haven't even slept yet. It's almost dawn. I say we take a nap, rest, get our energy while we travel.
That is exactly what Magnus is going to do.
Come here, Saron.
We might want to move away from this area, though.
We can only move so far. Something's going to get us. I don't know about you, but I still have quite a bit of dried meat. So we've got some food for now.
Is the molten pile emanating heat?
Not anymore. It's like once it died, the heat died away.
Oh, so now it's just a black lump of nope.
Yep.
And raise my hand in the back there and call out. When whoever it was that was taking all my stuff took it, don't suppose you left my gauntlets around anywhere? Okay. I'll just sit here with Durinius then and watch the next time a demon approaches us from behind.
don't do anything. We should probably divvy up the gold maybe at some point.
When we are not being violently attacked by demons,
Anything else?
I would like one day of peace and quiet.
That is the dream, isn't it? Well, suppose we could, like I said, rest and continue forth later.
And I recline, laying my head against Steinbeck, taking a small piece of dried meat out of my bag and stuffing it in his face.
Okay.
I'm taking 5. And
I think it'll probably be a good idea for everybody in the group to take 5.
yeah.
Maybe 10, maybe 8 hours.
Ross, do you want to be lookout or do you want me to go first? I mean, it's going to be a short nap, but probably enough times for us to trade off real quick.
I'll take the first watch.
All right. I pass the frick out.
Okay. So as everyone collapses to take a short rest here, we are going to go ahead and call it for tonight. No cliffhanger this time, as
Suddenly 5 demons show up.
No!
because we're done. Because we're signing off. 5 demons appear and HB Fox vanishes.
Portal opens, Fox gets sucked in.
Well,
I
she
mean,
can't do anything.
To be
I'm
fair,
not saying
I
problem.
almost considered that.
I had plans for the watch, but it can wait till next time. Don't worry about it.
Shut up! It's almost 10:30. See, even Saran is like, no, I'm done. I'm done with fire things.
We're
All
done.
fire. Saran, you get up. Yeah, you get up. You get that blood mage. There's people doing fireworks or
Yeah.
poppers right now, so.
Yeah, I kind of figured that because that's what all dogs are doing right now, because fireworks all over the place because freedom. But
Freedom.
Freedom boy.
that is going to do it for us tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to these shenanigans with these wonderful murder hobos. If this is your first time here, consider hitting that follow button. This isn't the only show that we do. Currently, we've got 4 shows a week going on. On Monday nights, we have Ravenloft Calls, which is a 5th edition D&D game that Imp is running the brand new cast of people as he takes them through his favorite campaign setting of Ravenloft. Tuesday night, you have Gibbering Mowlers, which is a 5th edition D&D game that I run, which is completely homebrew, where we were using the 5th edition books and the core books from Cobalt Press. Wednesday nights, you have us here on Blood in the Grey, which is our Dragon Age game. And Sunday nights, you have Waist High and Waterdeep, which is our Dragon Heist campaign. Stick with us because we are going to go on a raid here shortly. But before we do, Fox, are the commands in inputted?
They should be. Yep.
It is. Shadow Fox, who are you and what do you do on the internet?
I'm ShadowFox7471. I've been on a hiatus due to moving with the lovely Zoro from E3, but should be back to something resembling a regular schedule, hopefully in the next week or so. Mostly play Warframe, but I'm very much considering getting more variety in and trying to figure out what direction I want to go. As far as that goes. But for now, you can find me here on Wednesday nights playing this game with these lovely people. So yeah, Also, just want to say, not a murder hobo.
You're part of this group. You're a murder hobo.
You just haven't done the murder hoboing yet.
Don't worry. You'll earn your hobo knife in a couple sessions here.
Yep.
Just saying, thus far, no evidence that I'm a murder hobo.
HB Fox, who are you and what do you do on the internet?
I am HB Fox, and I'm on this channel 3 times a week, every Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, where I play a plethora of innocent and lovable characters. Aside from that, I have a lot of stuff going on. I'm in the process of getting a house ready for sale and moving and building a house, so I'm kind of all over the place.
Zorro, who are you and what do you do on the internet?
I'm Zorro from A3. I am a variety caster / creative streamer on Twitch. I have a command. We got there, guys. I earned it. I finally earned it.
6 months overdue.
6 months. But I am a variety caster doing a lot of story and RPG heavy based type games, a lot of Dead by Daylight. When I do my creative streams, it's a lot of commissions like Twitch emotes, badges. My commissions are open for anyone who's interested. And otherwise, I am here twice a week with these awesome people on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, getting into all kinds of drama. And I love you, Fox. I don't want to be mean to you. You just have that character.
It's what the characters would do.
Exactly.
Ravenslark, who are you and what do you do on the internet?
I am Ravenslark. I am a variety caster here on Twitch. Live on my own channel, normally 4 days a week, here on Wednesdays with these amazing people, literally giving Astia constant concussions. I've been on a micro break, mainly because there has been consistent construction. I've been replacing fences. Our house is currently being ripped apart on the outside. Eventually I will actually stream again when I physically have time and I'm not like drooling on my keyboard at the end of the day. But yeah, that's me.
And I am Rojan Quest. I forgot to type in my own name. Pro streamer, by the way. I am Rojan Quest. You can find me here 3 nights a week on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Sundays, as well on my own channel every Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, playing a variety of games as I'm once again working to try to clear out my backlog, all the while raising money for Extra Life and the Lauren Small Children's Center. Like I said, everyone, we are going to go on a raid now to show our love to another community here on Twitch. And we are going to go raid Daniel the Demon, who's currently doing some in-game runs of Final Fantasy 14 right now. People, the game hasn't even been out, or the new expansion hasn't even been out for a week yet, I don't think, and people are already in-game. So if you want to join us on the raid, hit that join button up at the top. Wow, join raid.
That's exactly
Works. It works.
I know how to do this, right? If you want to join us on the raid, hit that join button up at the top, drop our raid command of Behold a Raid a couple times in his channel, show him some love, and we will catch you guys on Sunday for more Waste Time Waterdeep. Until then, guys, have a good one.